My name is Carol Bagley. I did not grow up in Dublin. I grew up in Edna, which was a small school, 2A. I got married in 1971. I've been married for 40 years, got 2 children, 5 grandchildren. I have a grandchild on each campus in this town. Dublin schools have gone downhill. We need to get them back to what they were. We are in our first year, just finishing up the first year of our unacceptable rating. If we don't get the test scores up and make them acceptable, in another year, the state can come in and take over, or they can decide to shut it down. I don't think they will shut it down. There's no reason really to do that. But that's the TEA guidelines. As far as, there's so many things I could talk about. I have been going to the school board meetings since September of 2010. I think I've missed 2. Going to those meetings has been very awakening. You see a lot of the stuff that's going on at the schools. You hear from the principals. We need to get the community involved with the schools. We need the parents involved. We need to let the teachers teach. I'm a firm believer in core courses. We need to teach them the basics. You're talking about can't read a tape measure. There's kids graduated from high school that can't read an analog clock. They have to have a digital one. They don't know how to make change if the cash register computer dies. My 4th grade granddaughter is having problems with division because they're not explaining it well enough to them. I know times are changing. I know computers are important. I know they're going to have to do it. I think we need to do it in the higher grades. Get the basics down first. As far as budget, the school is not in bad financial shape. They have money. They have $6 million set aside for construction. They're not doing anything with it. They raised it from $5.5 million just beginning of this year. They are running around an $11 million budget every year. They amended the budget, I believe it was 7 times last year, for additional expenses that they came up with. But if you have to amend it, then how can you still put nearly $300,000 back into the general fund? I think there's a lot that the school board needs to do that they're not doing now. It is basically up to the administration, the high administration. And they decide what they want to do, and the teachers go along with it. I mean, the school board goes along with it. And I sound negative, but I've talked to teachers that have been fired. I've talked to kids. They are not happy. And if the kids and the teachers are not happy, we're not going to get an education for the kids. I want to go back to the basics. And I agree with the vocational stuff. They're not even teaching typing anymore. They'll learn that playing with their computer. You can't hunt and pack on a typewriter if you're going to be working with the public. My kids love the school. I'm very, very proud to be in Dublin because I like Dublin. My kids went to Bartlett. It was a small town. It was, I don't know, the attitude, the whole town attitude here is so much better. And everybody is so friendly. And from what I've seen most of the time, everybody's willing to work together. And I think that's what it's going to take if we're going to get this school back where it should be. That's all I have. Any questions?